So, have you looked at the price of new phones lately? Yeah, it's not just your imagination. They are getting crazy expensive. In this explainer, we're going to break down the real reasons why that's happening and, more importantly, what you can do about it. Let's jump right in.
Okay, so this is the big question, right? Especially when you look ahead to 2026. Why is your next phone going to cost so much? It's not just one brand. We're talking Samsung, Apple, OnePlus, pretty much everyone. The prices are all climbing. So, what's really going on?
All right, first up, let's talk about what some people are calling the 2026 price shock. Because the official story that companies are telling us, well, that's really just the tip of the iceberg.
Now, the reason you're hearing everywhere is that this whole AI boom is driving up demand for the basic building blocks of our gadgets. I mean, think about it. All those powerful AI models need a ton of RAM and storage to run. This is creating a huge demand. And when demand goes up, so do the prices for those parts. It's simple economics.
And this isn't some abstract corporate issue, it's hitting people in the real world right now. This quote really says it all. Can you imagine a component nearly doubling in price, like overnight? That extra cost has to go somewhere, and you can bet it's going straight into the price tag of your next phone. But here's the thing, rising memory costs? It's a convenient explanation, but it is far from the whole story. To really get what's happening with phone prices, we need to dig a whole lot deeper. You see, a modern smartphone is this incredible piece of engineering, and honestly, every single tiny part inside adds to that final cost. A phone is so much more than just a couple of memory chips. I mean, just look at this list. You've got that beautiful high-res display, the super fast processor, that crazy multi-camera system. Every single thing on here costs a significant amount of money to make. So yeah, all those parts add up. But even if you were to total the cost of every single component, you're still not even close to the price you pay at the store. And why is that? Well, because that's when you get into the business of phones, which is less about hardware and a lot more about spreadsheets. This chart just lays it all out, doesn't it? The physical phone itself, all those parts we just talked about, makes up less than half of what you actually pay. Take a look at that massive 30% chunk from marketing and operations. That's all the ads, the big launch events, basically the whole hype machine that's designed to make you feel like you have to get the latest model. Then you add an R&D and profit and yeah, you see the real picture. And there's this other major shift happening in the industry. Brands are figuring out that it's way more profitable to sell you one really expensive premium phone than, say, 3 or 4 budget ones. So they're intentionally pushing the high-end market because that's where the biggest profit margins are. But companies don't just make these decisions in a vacuum. The final piece of this puzzle, and maybe the most important one, is us, the consumers. The way we buy things has a huge impact on the entire market. This right here gets to the absolute heart of it. It's about psychology. Thanks to things like monthly payment plans or EMIs, a $1,000 phone just doesn't feel like $1,000 anymore, does it? It feels like a small, totally manageable monthly bill. And that little mental trick makes it so much easier for us to say yes to a phone that might be way over our actual budget. And because these expensive phones are now so accessible, they've turned into the ultimate status symbol. For a lot of people, it's less about what the phone can do and more about what holding it says about them. This creates a cycle where people want the phone no matter the price, and of course, companies are more than happy to take advantage of that. Okay, so we've laid out the problem. Prices are going up for a whole mix of reasons. But what can you actually do about it? Let's get into some real practical advice. Here are 4 pretty simple steps to help you out. First, just be patient. Wait for sales and special offers because they always come. Second, think about buying a good secondhand phone. So many people upgrade every year and sell their practically new devices. Third, and this is a big one, if your current phone works just fine, try to resist the marketing hype. And finally, buy the phone for the features you'll actually use, not for the status you think it might give you. And here's one last thing to keep in your back pocket, and it's really important. Those same rising component costs that are making the phones more expensive, they're also making repairs more expensive. A cracked screen or a dead motherboard on one of these high-end phones can lead to a repair bill that is just shocking. So, as we wrap this up, it all kind of boils down to this one question. Thinking about this honestly is probably the first step to making a much smarter decision the next time you're ready to buy. The answer is going to be different for everyone, but it's definitely something worth thinking about. I really hope this breakdown was helpful. For more simple, useful tech insights just like this, make sure you subscribe to Refreshing Tech. Thanks for watching.